Hello everyone, this is Ocarina of Slime, and I got a request a couple weeks ago to make a tutorial video on how I made my DEEZ Nuts 20th Century Fox theme video. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to show you basically everything that's involved, start to finish, on the process that I used to make the video, and I hope you can take something away from it. Something to improve your own video making skills or whatever. So this is going to be, I guess, fairly comprehensive, but it won't show you exactly how to use the individual programs. There are plenty of tutorials on plenty of tutorials on YouTube that should teach you all the details that you would need to do that. This is kind of just going to be an overview, I guess. If you'd like for me to make a more, in-depth tutorial on any one of these any one of these programs, I can go ahead and do that. Just let me know in the comments or whatever if you'd like for me to do that. So, all right. Without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get started. To start out with, I made the audio using Audacity. This is Audacity. It's a very commonly used audio editing program. You can use it for music, whatever. You don't really compose music on this. You use this more for like editing it. Okay. Anyway, so basically, the first thing I did is I got the audio of the 20th Century Fox theme. So, I won't really show you this, but all you do is go to YouTube, find the audio, use a YouTube to MP3 converter, download it as an MP3 file, and then just drag and drop from wherever, if you put it on the desktop or whatever, just drag and drop straight into here, and it'll show up like this is the audio file. Here, you see? So this is the original audio file, okay? And once I did that, then I did the same thing, except I did the DEEZ Nuts audio, so you can hear. Yeah, so that's the DEEZ Nuts audio. Did just the same process, YouTube to MP3 converter. Got both of them in here into Audacity. Okay, so the basic idea, you could probably figure this out, but the basic idea is just take snippets of the DEEZ Nuts audio and overlay it onto the appropriate portion of the 20th Century Fox audio, okay? Pretty straightforward. So if you want to, specifically how to do that, this is what that looks like, by the way. I'll just zoom in here. So these are all the different audio clips that I used. Like, for example, it's kind of weird because let me mute this and do that again. So you can hear, okay, so those are individual things of him saying D, or D, Okay. So how to do that is you just go in, you find specifically where let's see, I'm not sure exactly where it is, but yeah, you just find, maybe it's right here. Okay, so here's where he says D, okay? So you just do Control C to copy it, and then you can just paste it wherever, okay? So that puts it right there, and then you just line it up. You just use this little tool, just line it up right there, wherever you want it, okay? So, and then, move it around, whatever. If you don't like how loud it is, if you want to make it louder or softer, don't use this. This is more like the output, and I'm pretty sure if you, quote-unquote render, it's called, exporting the audio file, just using this as your control of the volume. Pretty sure that does not translate into the audio file. I could be wrong about that, but I don't remember offhand. But anyway, if you want to amplify something or make it softer, you just go to Effect, Amplify, and then just change, whatever the however loud you want it to be. It's measured in decibels, but just kind of guess and check, I guess, to make it the volume that you want. All right, so that is pretty much how I made this entire. You can imagine I just did this over and over and over again to get exactly. You can zoom way in and line it up perfectly. You know what I mean? So that's how you can get exactly the audio track that you want. So that's what I did. It took, I'm gonna guesstimate, it took an hour or 2 hours or something to do it just for 20 some seconds of audio, but it's worth it, I guess. All right. So once you're done with that, once you have everything all situated and everything, you just go to export. And just exports it to an MP3 file, okay? So you just save that to wherever you want, okay? just keep track of it. Obviously, I've got so much crap on my desktop. Just, obviously, just make sure you keep track of where your files are and everything. All right. So next thing, here I am in Sony Vegas Pro 13 edition. Doesn't matter, but I'm in Sony Vegas Pro, and which is my go-to program for making videos and stuff, which a ton of people use. It's really awesome. Again, there are plenty of tutorials on YouTube on how to download it, how to use it. I'm not really going to go super in depth. I'm just going to kind of show you how I made this particular video. You know what, before I get to that, I just forgot, I didn't even show you how I made the visual, so let me just quickly do that. This is Blender, okay? Blender is something that digital animators, whatever, they're going to use to make really, really like precise or like professional looking video clips or still images, like animations and stuff. So, but I don't really know how to use it, frankly. Like it's really complicated. The interface is really complicated. I just Googled like how to make a 20th Century Fox like with your own text, and it told me to use Blender. So I like followed all the steps, whatever. And so I'd encourage you, if you want to make a 20th Century Fox parody or whatever, I would encourage you to also just follow tutorials that already exist on YouTube. I'm not a very credible source. If I made a tutorial, it would be very incomplete and you wouldn't get very much from it. So anyway, so the basic idea is you just edit the text. I forget exactly what keys you press, just like add whatever you want. And then when you're done, you just render animation, and it takes like frickin' forever. Like it took me like overnight pretty much just to render that 20-second clip, but I did it in HD and everything. And with anti-aliasing, so I wanted to make it look really good, so it was worth it, but it takes forever is the bottom line. Anyway, so once you're done that, it exports as I guess whatever you want. I did MP4. I think that's a good file format to use. Once you have that, that's what this track is. You see this highlighted one, okay? That is just okay. So yeah, that's the audio, or excuse me, that's the video of the animation. But that's only part of it, because so yeah. Basically, once you have that, then you just take the audio clip, or wherever you save the audio clip, okay, of from Audacity of the of the audio that you're gonna use for the video. You just take that, drag and drop straight into here. That's what this track is right here, this blue. Okay, so, and yeah, you don't really need to align like the video and the audio necessarily, because it doesn't require any like precision. No one's gonna know if like it's off by half a second or whatever. Okay, so anyway, that's that. Now you could stop your video right there, and it would, just publish it like that, and it would just be the visual of the animation and your audio that you made. But I didn't really want to do that. I wanted to take it a step further and add these clips of him, the dude going DEEZ nuts over and over again, okay? So that's what this looks like. All these clips are, snippets of him saying DEEZ nuts and stuff. So the way I did it is basically, this is just kind of Sony Vegas 101, like just taking an audio or a video clip. You can extend it, you can shorten it, however, like, I won't really go into depth on how to do that per se. I'm just showing you my process for making this video again. So what I did is, you can see that this right here, this purple track, is the audio from the video clip of him saying DEEZ nuts. Now, I don't use the audio. I did not use the audio of from the video. You with me? Okay, I'm using this audio that I made in Audacity, not this audio that I made in Audacity, not this audio. Okay, that's why it's muted. If you mute something and then you render it, then it will not show up in the final video. Okay, so what I did is basically just kind of went frame by frame and just like, let me just zoom in a little. I kind of just went frame by frame and just like wherever he said, like wherever it's obvious that he is saying DEEZ nuts, I kind of loosely, you can also use the audio to like align it like this. Like this is where he's saying DEEZ nuts, okay? I think, I'm not sure, but, and so, it's pretty close. I mean, it's off by, how many, it's off by like 3 or 4 frames or something. It's not really noticeable. Yeah, so that's that. Now, so I did that a couple times. Here where he's like, DEEZ nuts, okay? So I've got the audio track, which has him saying it like 15 times or something. I basically just copied and pasted like how many times? Like, I don't know, like 10 times or something. It's not even the same number of times, but it's so quick that like no one's going to notice, you know, so I don't really care. But anyway, I did the same process, just loosely aligning the audio, or the visual with the audio track that I made in Audacity. Okay. So then next thing I did is, I pretty much just went straight through the whole video and just did the same thing. Wherever he was saying "D's nuts" or like "got him" or whatever, I just found the respective clip from the source video and just plopped it right in there. Nothing really to it. Let's see, what is he saying here? Oh yeah, here he's saying like, yeah. So for something, I don't know, I wanted a little more precision. So if you want to really precisely align the audio and the video, you can just like zoom in and whatever and just like line it up. That's pretty close. It's off by like a frame or whatever. But anyway, also another thing is that when I was in Audacity, sometimes I had to speed up and slow down the audio snippets in order for it to like align with the original music, the 20th Century Fox music. Okay, so the way you do that, I know I'm kind of back tracing whatever, just okay, so you just like select a clip, go to effect, change. It depends, there's different things you can do, but if you just want to change the speed of it without changing the pitch, okay, then you just go to change tempo and just like whatever, and it'll just like stretch it out like that. Okay. So that's important because that'll allow you to like make it, more closely aligned with the audio, the music. Okay. So now if you're in here, you're also going to want to change the sort of quote unquote tempo, like how fast the video plays also, right? Because that's how you're going to get it to like look realistic. So to do that, you just go to right click, go to properties, playback rate, okay, whatever, like 1.5 for example. Okay, so you get this squiggly line that indicates that you've changed the playback rate. If I do Control Z, it takes it away, which indicates that it's at the normal speed. So then you could just kind of have to guess and check in order to get it to look the way you want. Like that's what I did for here and here. It's not very, you can't really see like exactly like exactly what rate it's going to play at. You just kind of have to guess and check, but it doesn't really take that long. It's not that difficult to do that. One more thing is like over here I had it fade out like on the audio sample toward the very end of it. Where is it? Right here, listen to this. You see how I had it kind of like go down in pitch? Well, basically I'll just show you the way I did that. Effect, and go to sliding timescale pitch shift, and then go to the final pitch shift, and just do like whatever. If you do -12 semitones, that's an octave, so it'll make it go from like to okay. So yeah, so that's what I did. I did that a couple times, and so that's how I got that effect. And then in order, I also wanted to make him like fade out, like the video to fade out. So you can use this. I forget. No, not that. You just right here. You just drag this fade out thing, so that'll get it to either like this is. See how that's solid the whole time, whereas this makes it fade out right away, like that. Okay. Anyway, so that's that. And then so yeah, pretty much once I got it all the way done, once I got it so I was satisfied, all you do is just render that sucker. I prefer using, I don't know, my computer's being a little slow right now. Okay. So yeah, just render it. I mean, you can choose, you see they have all these different file formats and like settings and everything. I prefer this one, Internet HD 720p. I think 1080p is a little bit overkill, but yeah, I want it to be HD, I guess, because I rendered the DEEZ nuts, or the 20th Century Fox animation. I rendered that in HD, so I may as well render the final video in HD also. So yeah, and I use the same frame rate. Let's see, I think, okay, let me just show you. If you want to check what frame rate your project is, it shows right here. I'm like 25 frames, and this is the resolution, 25 frames per second. Or you can go to properties, and it shows it right here also, and you can change it to whatever you want. But anyway, when you go to render it, it shows like this indicates 30p, like 30 frames per second. It doesn't really matter, like, you know, 25, 30, there's also like 29.97 or something, I don't really know. Like it's all pretty much the same. That's as far as the final rendering goes. The frame rate of the project, that does matter sometimes, because, you know, a higher frame rate enables you to like get a little more precise with how you align like the video and the audio, and like, you know, I'm not really going to go into detail. Not that I'm an expert. I'm not really going to go into detail on like basic like video editing and like Sony Vegas Pro stuff. But anyway, so basically that is the entire process that I used to make this video. I would say in total it took probably 3 hours to make, 3 or 4 hours to make probably. It was pretty enjoyable, you know, it went relatively quickly, I guess. So anyway, that is it. I think this video ended up being kind of long, but thanks for sticking it out. Please make sure to like and subscribe and share if you found this helpful. And let me know if there are other tutorials that I could make that would be helpful to you. By the way, just if you're curious, I'm not using to record this, I'm using XSplit recording, this program. Not Fraps, which is anyway. So that's just a little tidbit. Anyway, again, thank you very much for watching, and have a nice day. Let me know if there's another video I can make that would help you, etc. And peace out.